There is divided opinion on whether or not 18 million learners in the country should be back to class anytime soon. The Dr. Sarah Ruto's committee tasked by Education CS to advise on the possibility and when the country's leadership should consider reopening schools has already sieved through some 3,000 views submitted by electronic mail and assembled a report ready to be presented by Professor Magoha. The question on the table is how will education be continued in the country amid the coronavirus pandemic? The government knows it's a tall order and the final decision must be inclusive.
This is a document of the report.
But even before the content of the report is made public, a joint report by the Kenya National Union of Teachers, the University Academic Staff Union, Kenya Human Rights Commission and the Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentists Union is now throwing away the possibility of learning resuming anytime soon.
We would rather have all our children staying at home, safe and alive and repeating a year instead of forcing them to school so that they die.
While some stakeholders have proposed that maybe the government should consider first Form 4 and Standard 8 candidates, the findings hold the view that national exams should not be the basis of reopening schools.
KCP and KCSE is not a ticket to heaven. It can be postponed to a suitable time. Nobody in this country will gamble with the lives of teachers, education personnel, and learners. And we would want to think that all other social sectors of the economy will be opened first. Open the supermarkets, open the bars, so that you can test social distancing from those who will go and drink in the bars.
Majority of parents seemingly supporting the move of their children remaining at home. They are worried that should their children be allowed to step in schools, it will be difficult to enforce social distancing rules, especially among those in junior classes.
Tungoje hii mambo ya corona iende chini. Otherwise, mtoto atatoka mahali fulani na aingie shule na ambukize watoto wote kwa hiyo shule. Tunasema mashule ifanye nini? Isifunguliwe saa hii.
Adding his voice to the debate, Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka, while receiving full donations from Makueni and Kitui County assemblies, wants the Ministry of Education to avoid making a rushed decision on reopening of schools before factoring in the safety of learners in schools.
We are staring at the possibility of losing a whole academic year. And if that be the way to go, I think men and women responsible should be bold enough to do like the mayor of New York did. That Mayor Cuomo has really been in the forefront in the fight against this pandemic. And I remember him announcing that the state of New York will have to forgo one whole academic year.
The report has presented that it will be difficult for learners to achieve social distancing, putting into account the high population in schools. And so the government should first work on the availability of sufficient resources for maintaining social distancing, testing, contact tracing and isolating new cases in every learning institution. That moving forward, altering of the education calendar is inevitable. And should the government consider reopening schools, colleges and universities in the country, the report recommends that soon should be September, when at least the COVID-19 curve in the country could be flattened. Makori Ongechi, Citizen TV, Nairobi.
All right.